is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to another episode of Ord's Board. So today, guys, we're talking about a crazy story, and I think most of us who knew or was paying attention to what was going on with this whole Spider-Man outside of the MCU, Sony basically walking away from Marvel with Spider-Man, we kind of knew that wasn't going to be the case eventually. There's just too much money on the table to be made for both companies for these guys to just like walk away from it. And I believe Marvel has the merchandising rights, whereas Sony has the cinematic rights. I don't know, guys. It's a crazy spider web. Bad pun, I know, dad joke. Anyway, guys, so crazy story, guys. This article brought to you by comicbookreader.com. Sony and Marvel strike deal for third Spider-Man film. Right, Spider-Man is back in the MCU. So there was some speculation going around talking about how it's possible that Marvel wants or was planning to use Spider-Man to basically humanize Captain Marvel. And we all know how people feel about Captain Marvel. So basically, they're using Spider-Man to humanize Captain Marvel, make her a little more likable, a little more lighthearted of a character. And that would be the worst decision that they could ever make. Anyway, guys, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully, with this new purchase going back into it, I'm excited, but I'm leery about what Disney's going to do with Spider-Man here going forward. Yeah, guys, I don't know, man. Disney, if you're listening, please do right by the Spider-Man character. And then, there's some other stuff going on with like Kevin Feige, and maybe this article will talk about it. So with that said, guys, let's dive into the article. Spider-Man is back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sony Pictures and Disney's Marvel Studios have agreed to co-produce an as yet untitled third Spider-Man film starring Tom Holland. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and Sony's Amy Pascal will oversee for their respective studios. This deal will also open Tom Holland's Spider-Man up to appear in a future Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. Obviously, they're going to use him, guys. This is going to be the Spider-Man's going to be the character who propels the MCU forward, I believe. Yeah, guys, and they're already talking about getting a movie out by 2021. So we're talking like maybe around a little under 2 years they've got to do this. I am thrilled that Spidey's journey in the MCU will continue, and I and all of us at Marvel Studios are very excited that we get to keep working on it. Feige said in a statement, Spider-Man is a powerful icon and hero whose story crosses all ages and audiences around the globe. He also happens to be the only hero with the superpower to cross cinematic universes. I wonder if that was a subtle hint, Kevin Feige. So as Sony continues to develop their own Spideyverse, you never know what surprises in the future might hold. Okay, so he just totally dropped a bombshell. We're talking finally a Spideyverse live-action movie, of course. We're talking like throwing Spider-Man into Venom, Venom into so-and-so, X-Men. Basically, Kevin Feige just left that open for... God, this has kind of got me excited reading this article, guys. So basically, Kevin Feige just opened it up right there for any kind of possibilities for X-Men, Venom, Carnage, all of that stuff, guys. Adding Mobius, throwing Mobius in there. Or Morbius, sorry, guys. I'm really excited. This is awesome, man. Okay, so Kevin Feige. Bro, if you're listening, like, make sure you do this right. This is terrific. Peter Parker's story took a dramatic turn in Far From Home, and I could not be happier. We will all be working together as we see where his journey goes, added Pascal, who co-produced the first two Homecoming films. Though Pascal Pictures, this has been a winning partnership for the studios, the franchise, and the fans, and I'm overjoyed it will continue. I know a lot of people didn't really like this, was it Far From Home? I know a lot of people, they said it was a good movie, but it wasn't, it wasn't like better than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, which I like him, yes, but I personally think Tom Holland is a better Spider-Man. He's just a better Spider-Man, guys. Just sorry, I hate to say it, but he's just a better Spider-Man. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments below which Spider-Man you guys like and why you like him and why they're better than the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Last month, Sony and Marvel reached a standoff over rights to the characters. Reportedly, Disney asked for all future Spider-Man projects to be 50-50, which we talked about that. We don't need to go over that. They wanted 50-50, and of course Sony said no, not happening. And it's because Sony made so much money off the last 2 Spider-Man films that they know the deal, guys, and they know what Disney's bringing to the table. Is basically what's going on here. Let's see. Sony proposed leaving the current deal untouched, meaning Marvel would continue to receive approximately 5% of first dollar gross while maintaining merchandising rights, which Disney refused. Okay, so that's right. This is back with that, that drama before where they said, Sony was like, hey, this is going to be our deal. It still stands if you guys want to do that. Disney said no. Since then, some reports incited a deal could still be reached between the 2 studios. Others declared it dead. After weeks of silence, this new agreement, Spider-Man will return to the MCU after all. However, the terms of this deal have not yet been made public. Of course, it's not going to be public. If they're talking 5%, I'm guessing it's probably up to 10 to 15%. I mean, I don't know. And I'm not a market researcher, so I don't know how these things work. But I guarantee it's probably around 15% of the gross, which would make sense. But yeah, guys, so Spider-Man is back in the MCU despite all the back and forth between Sony and Disney. They have reached an agreement, which I think is going to be mutually beneficial not only for the studios, but for the fans as well. I would love to see Venom, Carnage, Spider-Man all doing their thing within some kind of like actual MCU thing. That's the only way you can make it bigger than Endgame, guys. It really is. So I'm excited to see what they do with the Spider-Man character now. Hopefully Kevin Feige takes us into the next level. From the first 3 phases into phase 4. Excited to see what they do with this guy. Yeah, so Spider-Man's back, guys. Your friendly neighborhood spider is here to save the day once again. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Please hit the bell for notifications. And please hit the sub button. I could always use more subs, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the other side. Peace.